Hey, Pace, how has the coronavirus affected you and your business?
Honestly, I think it's going to affect my business in a big way. I think it hasn't affected my business yet because it's so fresh. But what I fear is that the buyers on the back end, so I have a product, right? Just like anybody else has a product. I can acquire my product no problem. In fact, during the coronavirus, I think that we will be able to acquire more homes. I think there's going to be more opportunities. The challenge is if I have a product, I have to have a consumer of my product in order for me to make money, right? There has to be a transaction. And so for us, a cash buyer is our person, right? So what does a cash buyer do? Cash buyer fix and flips or buys houses and holds them. So if those two people are not buying houses right now because they're afraid of the market or there's a lot of uncertainty in their mind, that means even though I might have an amazing product, I won't be able to sell that product on the back end. And so what we're really working on hard today is that my team usually will go on the appointments. My team will usually be the ones on the phone. But today I'm going on those appointments. Actually, I'm taking my man Bobby Canode, and we're going to talk to some sellers because I really want to understand the sellers' mind frame right now, people that are trying to get rid of their houses, and see if we can squeeze them down a little bit lower, because I know the cost of my product is super important because the ability to sell it on the back end is hinged entirely on how low I can get it here. So I think it's going to impact us in a big way. I think I woke up and I looked at how much cash I have in the bank, how much cash does my company have, what do I have in the pipeline, what money's coming in, worst case scenario, if I don't get another deal for X amount of time, how much cash do I have to survive? Like, you go from that frame of mind, which is like worst case scenario, and then you go to the other frame of mind of, man, well, I understand creative financing. I understand how to buy houses subject to with no money out of my pocket. So I can go and acquire properties and make money on them with very little money out of my pocket, just time and energy. But still it comes down to, does my product have a buyer? And so I'm conflicted. I'm really conflicted on what it's going to look like. And I think time will tell. The world is changing right now, not by the day, but by the hour. Right? And so we just have to stay completely aware of what's going on. This morning, San Francisco completely went on a curfew. They have a shutdown. Phoenix, here we are, you and I are here at a property that I'm doing a lot split on. Here's how it's going to affect my business. I have a massive mobile home development up in Whitman, right? You've been there, we've done videos, it's on our YouTube channel. That is 50 homes that are going to wait to sell to that end buyer. If our end buyer is not buying, we just put millions of dollars into cash, or we put millions of cash into this project without a buyer on the back end, right? That's a massive impact on my business. Now, I've been through some really shitty times before. I went through 2008. I went through like suicidal thoughts. I lost family members. I got divorced over that whole period. It was absolutely catastrophic. And so right now, I'm not worried. I'm not unnerved. I'm completely calm. And I just say, I have to take every minute of my day and take action on it on projects. Because no matter what I do, I can think negatively, I can hesitate, but that doesn't produce any value and that doesn't plant any seeds for 30 days down the road. So what I'm doing right now, which is what I think everybody should be doing, is planting seeds every hour, right? Every hour. It's like new relationship with somebody or re-spark an old relationship. Go check on projects. Like you and I are social distancing, whether people like to admit it or not, just because we're out. We're not going where large groups are. We're not going to restaurants. We're not touching things. It's just me going and checking on my projects today is really the best thing that I could be doing because I'm not wasting time. I'm getting shit done. I'm making sure projects are moving forward so that in 30, 60, or 90 days, my product is ready and prime and ready for my buyers to buy on the back end. But this coronavirus is going to affect every aspect of my life. And it's going to affect every aspect of your life. Even as like a videographer, right? Same thing. You have a product, right? Your product is your services. So if people are saying, well, I really do need those services, but my budgets are now tight, now not only are you going to have less people calling, but you're going to have people trying to negotiate your prices more than they ever have. Same exact thing with us. Less people are going to be looking at our houses, and they're going to be negotiating us really hard. So it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks.
Cool. Subscribe.
Check out that YouTube video. Check out our YouTube, guys. Like, obviously this is probably either going to be on YouTube or it'll be on Facebook, but we're going to start doing a lot more of this stuff, getting out in the field. I'm not going to be traveling for the next 2 months, which I normally am traveling 3-4 days a week. And we're going to be creating a lot of content, helping people out, understanding. I mean, we're going to even record what we're going to do here in Maricopa County Planning and Development. What does a lot split consist of? Why am I doing a lot split? What's the benefit of doing a lot split? What's a project? What project are you doing that requires a lot split? You know, what does that cost? How did you know how to do it? We're going to answer all those kind of questions on a daily basis, and YouTube is where we're going to house all that stuff. So go subscribe, smash that like button.
What should I put in the comments if I'm watching?
Dude, if you're going to put stuff in the comments, just say, tell us the stuff that you guys are curious about. You know, let's say you're watching somebody else's YouTube, or you're reading a book. You have a question about a topic, we'll make a video about it, and we'll post that shit and answer those questions for you guys, because we're active in this business, literally standing outside. I know it looks as if all I do is create content all day long, but guys, all I do is do the business, and the content is just a documentation of the journey. So if you guys have questions, you guys have things you are curious about, throw them in the comments, and what we'll do is we'll make specific videos about those, 10-15 minute videos that go through in depth, either on a whiteboard or through graphics or out in the field, and we'll answer those questions for you guys, so you know exactly how to do that part of the business and how to accelerate your own.
Is there a
business.
Facebook group or something?
Bro, there's always a Facebook group. We actually have 2 Facebook groups. We have Wholesale Hotline, which we're popping off now. We've got about 1,000 members the last 2 weeks. And then I've got my private Creative Finance with Pace Morby Facebook group. We have 3,000 super active members. Probably by the end of the year, we'll be close to 10,000 members in there. And then we're going to cut it back down based on who's active and who's not active. Really, really want the most active Facebook group. In fact, I woke up this morning, looked at my Facebook group, and I go, nope, because I just didn't have the time to answer all the questions and all the things that was going on. So what I do typically is I'll go in there 2 hours at nighttime before bed, and I will just go through, and instead of just typing out questions, I actually make videos on my iPhone, post them on every single question, so people get real solid answers to the questions that they have. And I mean, every post we do is like 60, 70, 80 comments. People just are absolutely loving it and helping each other out. So Creative Finance with Pace Morby Facebook group is fire.
All right. Thanks, Pace.
Let's go check that.